Hey, Steph.
Hey,
Happy
Nee.
Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Totally 90s podcast day to you all. Sorry, I sound like a
Yes.
man.
No, you don't. You have that nice raspy voice.
I have the Phoebe Buffet sexy phlegm. I don't have phlegm, thank God. I'm getting over a cold, everybody. So I'm going to
Aw.
sound like this for probably 2.5 weeks.
Don't you hate that? How it lingers? Ugh,
Yeah, it's like, ugh,
so
really?
annoying. Do you feel like now that COVID happened, do you feel like colds are different now?
Yes. I
I
never
feel
used
like
to be
before,
paranoid.
yeah, and I feel like before, it would always start in my throat. Like I would have a sore throat.
Yeah.
But now for some reason my colds start in my
Yeah,
nose.
same. It's so annoying. And it's
Yeah.
like, and also you and I both suffer from allergies. So like
Mm-hmm.
there's also that, like, okay, first it's always the fear. Oh shit. Like I feel a tickle. I'm like, is it COVID? So thank God we
Right?
have tests in abundance in our house. But like,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you test and you test a couple spread out, whatever, make sure. And then it's not, then you're like, okay, is it allergies? Or is it that
Mm-hmm.
gross flu that's going around? Like, oh my God. So it's very
Mm-hmm.
much like I can't get a cold and feel carefree anymore
Yeah,
because of
exactly.
that. There's a stigma around the sniffles.
Oh yeah, the judgment is ridiculous. It's like, do you still like if you sneeze in public, even though you're not sick or anything, because
Oh,
a piece of dust flies up, you feel like you
yes.
have to say, "Oh, man, piece of dust."
I do. I do. God forbid I get a tickle when I'm in my Uber. I'm like, oh shit. Like I stifle the hell out of it. It's like it's different times out there.
It is. I'll never forget when we went to see NKOTB and I was in the back and I got a horrible tickle out of nowhere. I wasn't
Oh
even sick, but I got a freaking tickle. And literally not the bus driver, but the Uber driver straight up gave me like the biggest water bottle on earth, like threw it at us.
oh my
He was like
God.
panicking. Because it was like to where tears were coming down my face. Oh my God. And you can't breathe because you don't want to
Yeah.
cough hard. It's
Yeah.
horrible. It's a nightmare.
It is. And yeah, it's just the worst. So I
It
was
is.
I was pretty whiny all weekend just because I was
Aw.
getting through this and over it. But yeah,
Aw.
it's a new week and I'm happy to be here. I'm just happy to see your cute little face too. So
Aw, good.
yay.
My face with a pimple. Ugh. I'm so annoyed. Like, no matter how much concealer I put, ugh, I
You're the
hate.
only one that knows it's there because
Oh,
concealer
hi,
conceals.
it has its own zip code.
Oh my God.
Oh, so
We
annoying.
should turn pimples into like positive things because like, okay, hi, teenagers get pimples, not 40-year-old women. So
Mm-hmm.
clearly the
That's
universe
true.
thinks that, it's landing on a teen. So
Oh,
congratulations.
thanks. It's a sign of youthfulness, I guess.
Exactly. It
God help
totally
me.
is. Oh,
Man, heavens. Well, I really like your background, and
thank
it brings
you.
me back to my childhood.
Oh my God. Do you remember like having to get up and turn the knob
Mm-hmm.
and the click, click, click,
Yes.
click? Oh,
And did it ever hurt your finger?
yes. Because sometimes
Uh-huh.
it was stiff and it's
Yeah,
like, what? And
exactly.
I can't believe we lived in a time of knob turning television. Like,
Right?
isn't that
Exactly.
crazy? Like, I feel so
Or to
ancient.
where, yeah, no, for real. Or like where the knob would fall off and you had to
Yeah.
use pliers.
Yes. Or foil on the antenna. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Oh my God. Or did you ever have one of those black and white tiny, tiny televisions
Yes. Yes. For
that
the
you could,
car.
yes, exactly.
Yes, I sure did. I mean, hello,
Oh
my
my
dad
God.
is like the king of like toys, like electronics. He loves it all. So
Oh,
we did
totally.
have that. And
Ugh.
I feel like we had the knob TVs, like you and I, like we had them for just a minute because like we
Mhm.
had like top of the line, like it was like around, and then the second like the fancy pant TV came out. Remember
Mhm.
my big ass TV with like the
Oh,
doors that
shoot.
would
Oh my God, yes.
It was a big wooden TV,
Oh,
70 inches or some shit. Oh my
it was
God.
huge.
That thing was a mammoth. And we had that was my whole like life. And it was like, ooh, top
Damn.
tier to have something like that.
Hell yeah. I loved how your dad always liked, like the new thing, like state of the art,
Yeah.
I bet he was like always at Circuit City.
He loved Circuit City and Radio Shack. Like, are you kidding
Uh-huh.
me? Or
Shoot.
do you remember Comp USA?
Do I ever? Oh my God, remember? Do you remember Service Merchandise?
Yes. Oh my God. I feel like they had a jingle.
They probably did. I think they did. I don't know, but it was the most randomest concept to,
Service merchandise.
yeah. And it was like you were literally walking through a magazine and then you went and told them what you picked and then you picked it up in the back.
Oh shit. I see. I don't remember like what it was. I just thought wow, you just brought me there. Where
Mm-hmm.
was it? Do you remember where it was located? Was it? Because I remember
Yes.
Circuit City was by what is now the Total Wine Bar in Daly
Mm-hmm.
City.
Exactly. Yes. And then Service Merchandise was where Bally's is now. I don't even know if it's still there, but where the Bally's is in South City, where the Seas
Oh,
Candies is,
yeah.
but right across the street.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's where it
Wasn't there like a
was.
Long's over there? Long's
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
drugstore?
right next door. Uh-huh. Exactly. But Service Merchandise was crazy. I loved it there. I don't
Oh,
know what it was,
you
but
know,
it was amazing.
speaking of 90s nostalgia, I'm gonna remind you of something that I loved to do with you and your mom, and it was going to the jewelry
Oh,
shows.
oh my God. Remember that in
Oh,
San Mateo at the
yes.
fairgrounds?
Right. Yes, where the horse races took place. Oh
Yes. Man, my
God.
mom would always go
Oh,
all the time, man. And we used to find some good silver.
hell yeah, I would give anything to
Uh-huh.
like go to that again. Like, are you kidding me?
Yes, they have it still, I believe. We should
Where?
go.
There?
Yeah, I believe they have it every year. It's called
Let's
the
get those
Gem
dates locked down.
Show.
Let's get those dates locked down because I need to add some silver to my
Yes, and you know what I loved about it was it wasn't just jewelry. Like they had like infomercial stuff, or they had
Yeah.
like wood carpentry outside. They had like a petting zoo. I mean,
Yes. Oh my
uh-huh.
God. Don't you feel sad
Yeah.
that Pretzel doesn't have this stuff to like
Oh, completely.
experience?
Yes, hello, Steph. They'll be in town March 22nd at the San Mateo County Fairgrounds.
Wait, March
March
22nd.
22nd. And they'll also be back July
That's a
12th.
Friday.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Gem show.
Yeah. It comes actually pretty frequently. So July 10th and through July 12th also.
It's on my
That is
calendar.
insane. Wow. I'm so excited because I could get like beads for my jewelry making. Woo, woo.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God, I love this. Okay, it's on my calendar, so we have to do
Okay.
that.
Oh my God.
I'm
Amazing.
stoked.
Oh God, that was so
Oh,
cool. I remember I got a necklace and it was supposed to have ash like chips from a meteor. Why can't I say it? I can't talk today. Meteor.
Meteor. Yes.
Thank you. It had little chips from a meteor, and it was inside, and it was like this little tube. And I used to I don't know, I felt very spiritual and magical wearing it,
It's
and nobody
yeah.
believed it was like from
Wait.
space.
Was this on a black leather cord? I
Yes.
remember that
Oh
necklace.
my gosh,
Do
I
you still
loved
have
it.
it?
I probably do. I think I might. I think it's upstairs, and Presley probably has it because she takes all my stuff that I don't want.
Oh, you better get that puppy back. That's a relic.
And it glows, or it used to. I know. I was always down for all that weird stuff.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Oh, I want to go. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes. Oh, that's
You
exciting.
know,
For
because all
real.
that stuff is coming back. So really, you should
Oh,
be
yeah.
getting that necklace back because you'll be
Mm-hmm.
like so in the know.
That's
What
true.
what flavor LaCroix was that you just took a sip?
Oh, this is passion fruit.
Oh God,
Is it? Yeah. Oh my God. Have you tried the passion fruit?
no.
Hello. Oh my God, you need to. It'll
Oh,
change your life. I love passion fruit. I love passion fruit flowers and passion fruit LaCroix. Hmm.
See, I'm on that hibiscus one still, but
Oh
also
yeah, I have that too in my fridge.
I took a little break because I'm doing the grapefruit one. Oh, God, I love that
Mm,
one too.
dang, all of them are good. I haven't had one that I don't like.
The only one that I have issues with, and it's not its fault. It's mine. It's I can't have the lemon or lime one
Hmm.
because I expect it to taste like Sprite.
Oh, okay.
So
That
I'll be
makes
disappointed
sense.
as I take a sip. I'm like, you know,
See, the only one I can't have either is cherry. I don't like cherry. I'm not a big cherry flavor person.
yeah, cherry's an acquired taste. I started
Hmm.
drinking it at night. Like I've been making that sleepy girl mocktail at night with magnesium and
Hmm.
tart cherry juice
Hmm.
and sparkling water. And you can't, it's not so in your face, the cherry
Oh, that's
juice. Maybe because
good.
it's tart. I like tart and sour things.
Hmm. Oh, I
So
agree.
that's good. But like sweet cherry, get it out of here.
So wait, so tell me, does that work for you?
Yes, because cherry and the magnesium have these like things in them, sorry, like benefits or whatever, where it like relaxes you, it eases your body, like muscle tension, it's good for muscle recovery, and it just makes you
Mm.
like so relaxed. So I've
Oh.
been like oscillating between that and one of my students brought me, I don't know how to say it in English, but it's
Hmm.
this tea,
Hmm.
Tila tea. Have you heard of
Hmm.
Tila tea?
No,
And it's not
Tila.
Tila tequila, it's Tila tea. Let's see how oh, it's Linden. Sorry, it's English. It's called Linden herbal tea.
Uh-huh.
And this tea is insane. Like basically you
Really?
have to drink it when you're ready to go night nights. So you
Uh-huh.
steep the tea, and it's better to have it in loose flowers as opposed to the tea bags.
Hmm.
Steep it as long as possible. I leave it in my mug while I'm drinking my tea, so it's like the whole time. And
Hmm.
it promotes relaxation, it helps you sleep, it keeps your digestive like everything going great. But it like removes all the stress from your body, like melts it away. So if you try to have it during the day, like you're shit
Hmm.
black, you're gonna be in a coma. Like
Really?
it is amazing. She just gave it to me last week because she knows Angel has trouble sleeping. So
Wow.
yeah, we've been drinking it every night, and then it helps with inflammation and pain.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Shit.
So we just got a pound of it.
Wow. Shit.
That's
And so has Kara tried it?
the tea. Yes, she's been drinking it every
And
night.
does it knock her out?
Yes. Now,
Wow.
the one thing about tea though is we will wake up and piddle all through the night because it's also like what is it called? Not bloating, but like
Like a
you're
diuretic?
yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So one can say that's interrupting your sleep, but see, I'm not bothered by it. I'm just like, like I
Yeah.
sleepwalk to the bathroom.
Wow.
But it's
That's
so good. So
crazy.
if you have any issues or if you want to get to bed earlier, because I know you want
Mm-hmm.
to wake up early,
Mm-hmm.
like and continue waking up early, because I know you've been doing it, but like this stuff, oh, lights
Oh,
out.
man.
And
Okay.
and
Shoot.
the as for the Sleepy Girl mocktail, like this thing has gone viral and it's even made its way to Good Morning America. So of course now it's really hard to find tart cherry juice in the stores.
Mm-hmm.
Angel found one bottle the other day. She's like, look. And I'm like, holy crap. So like let's try it because obviously it's really good. And I
Mm-hmm.
think you would like it. I think you would really like
Okay.
the combination because just a cup of it and then the rest is
Mm-hmm.
sparkling water and magnesium. So you it's
Oh, that's
like
easy.
it tastes like a LaCroix.
Oh, shoot. Oh, that sounds actually pretty tasty.
So if you ever see tart cherry juice, just grab it. Grab it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. You've convinced me because, I do need something to like really just relax me
It
because I
oh,
get towards the evening, I'm just kind of like all jazzed up. And that's my problem is that I get so like, I do so many things at night that I just keep going.
yeah.
you
No, you're a
know,
total night
so.
owl. I get that. But I think also you would totally dig this tea. Like I could see you enjoying it. And I always add lemon to mine because I
Ooh,
love like
yes.
lemon in my tea, like a lot of it. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, that
You're
tea.
funny.
So what I do now is my honey lavender tea. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because that is elite. The honey
Mm-hmm.
lavender tea is so good. So then
Mm-hmm.
I put the 7 tea leaves. So I'm mixing teas. I don't know if that's allowed or if I'm
Oh,
just gonna
dang.
like
Wow. This is
drift
a,
off to like the ninth dimension. I don't know,
for
but like,
real.
yeah. So like I have the honey lavender tea, extra lemon, and the 7 flowers. Boom. I slept so good.
Dang, you just float your way to bed.
Yes.
You
I
just
was
like a
like,
carpet picks you up and you just drags your ass into your under your covers.
yes. So neat. Do these two things. You're gonna be like, oh, I gotta go. So good.
Kira's like, where'd you get those genie boots? Oh my gosh.
Seriously.
That's
Oh,
amazing. Wow. I mean, I've heard so much about like magnesium and like the benefits
yeah.
of it. And I didn't know cherry also is a,
Yeah.
you know.
Because, Dr. Angel has to like review everything before I put it in my body. She's like, hold
Mhm.
on. Let me see the benefits. I want to see. She's all like, whatever. And then she's like, oh, wait, hold on. And then she was reading for like an hour on the different, like,
Oh, that's amazing. No,
yeah.
that's great. Shoot,
So it
can you give
is
that to
Angel.
children?
Oh, actually, I don't know. Probably.
Because I've heard
Probably.
I don't know actually. I think I gave Presley some magnesium once and she didn't like it, but it wasn't like that. Does it taste, the magnesium, does it taste vitamin-y?
No, I can't taste it. So no, I got the magnesium in tablet form, and then
Mm-hmm.
I've seen girls get the capsule, so they just twist it and sprinkle it. And then
Mm-hmm.
someone asked me on my Instagram, "Oh, did you have liquid magnesium?" I'm like, there's liquid magnesium? Okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
perfect. No, I didn't do it with the liquid, but that would make sense too. But I feel like the liquid would have more of a flavor as opposed to the powder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
that's true. Exactly. Isn't it funny how we have these things in our head as to what but I feel the same way,
Yeah.
right? Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to try this because now I'm
Try
excited.
it. Yes. I've never
Amazing.
been so excited to sleep, like to prep for sleep.
Wow. Yeah, me neither. I hate prepping for sleep.
We're prepping. We're at the age where we're prepping to go to bed.
So like, okay, so real quick, so you do your teas, but what are some other rituals that you do before you go to bed? Anything in particular? Like, do you have a nighttime routine for your face or?
Yes, I try to be really good and wash my face and like do like my nighttime cream. I don't do it
Mhm.
every night, so I don't come off like, oh yes, I do my skincare every night. No, bitch, I will fall asleep with my makeup on sometimes too, okay? So no. But I do try to be cognizant of that. And then we all the lights go low. So Angel
Mm-hmm.
has it set so that it goes to the red light in
Mm-hmm.
our living room because that's where we wind down and I watch relaxing organizational videos on TikTok or I'll read and she'll do the same thing for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're like, ugh, let's go upstairs. Like after we finish our tea. I've
Mm-hmm.
also been incorporating as of late my
Mm-hmm.
sauna bag. So I told you about that sauna bag. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a heating pad for your body. So like
Wow. I could
that
use that right now.
that and the tea, I'm lights out. Like goodbye. I should wear a
Mm-hmm.
diaper to bed. Like,
For real.
but yeah,
Alvitas, eh?
yeah, like
That's
seriously,
amazing.
yeah, it's really yeah, the tea, like that's my one thing that I try to do every night at least. That is consistently my thing is tea.
Hmm.
But I
That's very
I, I want
good.
to get like better because you know how you were talking about how you made Pretzel read and she
Mm-hmm.
got tired?
Mm-hmm.
That is like the key too, because I'm
Yeah.
like I want to be like off my phone because the lights and stuff and reading would
Mm-hmm.
be perfect. But like I never finish a book when I'm in bed. Like I'm just like,
Yeah. Exactly. And it just becomes that like year-long book that you've been trying to finish
yeah.
since January 2nd. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's like your
but
sleepy book.
seriously, but it's true. But what about you? What are your little rituals?
Ah, man, so I usually go into the bathroom and then I sit on my little stool and I get my mirror and then I'll go and I'll like prep everything, right? So I'll get like my tweezer
Oh my God.
and then I'll get like my toothbrush and then I'll wash my face, and then I'll put like my whatever I'm gonna do, my lotion, whatever. But I'm in there and I look in the mirror. I don't know why, but looking in the mirror really calms me down.
Well, if
So
I had that cute face, I would be like, "Aw."
so I'm over there looking in the mirror. I'm like, "Nah, nah, nah." And then I'll look to see if there's any eyebrows out of place. And I'm like, and then I'll like clip them. It like calms me down to like find these things. And then, and then I'll put my lotion on or
Oh my
my tanning
God.
lotion, which I've been
Yes.
doing lately just because for fun. I mean, my
Yeah.
face sometimes doesn't match my body, but whatever,
Exactly.
And then, yeah, or because like I like to also when I wash my face, I have the type of mascara that I wear sometimes is like a fiberish,
Okay.
type. So when I wash my face, it's fantastic and like, they come right off. It's like tubing, so it's so like therapeutic to take those suckers off. So
Wow.
that's fun. So I liked also another reason why I like to look in the mirror, not just look at my face, is because I like to get my makeup wipe and then I make sure it's all off.
Under the eyes.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I hate waking up looking like a
raccoon.
raccoon. I can't. I can't. I sometimes I'll go to school looking like that, like to drop off, and that ain't pretty.
Oh my God. Whatever. I
No,
cannot
for
see
real.
you. You always leave the house correct.
Oh no, girl. No, no, no. Steph, I told you about that one time
Oh.
that I dropped Presley off and I had the audacity to leave the house with no bra,
Oh, that's right.
no shoes.
And no pants, or did you have
No,
pants
oh no, I
on?
had pants,
But
but
no
I had
shoes?
no
Okay,
shoes
country bumpkin.
because she was in a rush and I couldn't find my slippers. I couldn't find nothing. I'm like, where do people put all my stuff? So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, gotta get out of here, right? So tell me why, ta-ta, Presley, have a great day. She leaves and I'm driving down back home and tell me why the car starts to go like it's
No.
stopping. And I'm like, oh no, like please don't break down right now, right? I don't have a bra.
Oh my
I don't have
God.
shoes. Like literally, this would be so embarrassing. So I literally went from like the left lane all the way to the emergency lane and I pulled into like a neighborhood and I just kept pressing the gas and praying because I'm like, oh my God. Do you know how embarrassing that would be if a tow truck had to come and I had no shoes and no bra? I learned my lesson because every time I leave and we're in a rush, I'm like, I need shoes. Screw the
And
bra at this point, but I need shoes because that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh,
what did Pretzel say when you rolled out of the house with the
I go,
shoe?
Presley, I have no shoes. She's like, I noticed. Oh my gosh. Oh, you live and learn,
Oh
you
my
know?
God. Oh my God. That reminds me of when just last month with the fire and we ran out boobs flapping. And then Angel goes, not only were my boobs flapping everywhere, but my ass cheeks were hanging out, flapping in the breeze.
Oh my God. See, it's always the most inopportune moments that these things happen,
Always, without
you know?
fail. Like
Yeah.
I'm shocked I wasn't, pooping or in the shower.
No, for real. That's like it's just like when someone has the audacity to ring your doorbell. Like, okay, so we were waiting for a wine shipment and we had been waiting for 3 days and this was the last day or else they were going to send it back to the winery. So I'm like, okay, I'm sure they're not coming right now. I'm going to, whatever, I'll change in a second. All of a sudden, knock, knock, rings the doorbell, and I'm like, and I have no bra on, and I have like an off the shoulder thing, and
Oh
I'm like, so I look in the mirror, I'm like, I'm good, right? Because it's kind of flowy.
oh my God. Oh my
Oh my
God.
God, Steph. I open the door. Tell me why when I open the door, he goes, oh, I go, oh, thank you. So I go to pick it up and I'm trying not to put like focus right here. So I go and I pick it up. And when I bend over, I'm like down there and I'm like, oh, this is kind of heavy. And I'm not realizing that my shirt is so flowy that he could see right into my shirt. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
And then
God.
he's like, can you sign this? I'm like, oh my God. Okay, I just want to like leave because now you've seen everything.
Oh my
This happens a
God.
lot. Like people don't come near my house.
Oh
Just
my
don't.
God.
It's
During the time
ridiculous.
that
I'm
you
like
were
an
naked,
exhibitionist.
you were
Yes.
naked in your backyard. I
Yes,
can't.
everybody knows me now. I'm like that
In it,
neighbor.
inside and out. Oh my God.
Okay, for real. I might as well just go skinny dipping because they've already seen all of it.
I am literally like, I can't even.
They can tell you where birthmarks are and shit.
Oh my God. Oh, you're so
Hmm.
funny. I did not know about that. The car story. No shoes. Was that last year? Please say it was recent.
Yes, it was. It was last year actually. And but that's not the first time that happened to me because that happened to me in Daly City. And
No.
I pulled a Brittany. I mean, people probably think, what kind of girl is this? Because my dad asked me to go get gas for my mom. Well, actually, my mom asked my dad to go get gas. But during that time, I had that crush that worked at Joe's. So it's like, oh,
Yes.
I'll go, right? Why? I think I was more excited to go, and I didn't wear shoes, not thinking I need to get gas. So when I get to the stoplight on John Daly to make a left near Burger King to go into the gas station, I think to myself, uh-oh, I don't have shoes. I can't wear no shoes to the gas station. So I'm like, well, I'll just go back, right? Well, I notice there's a police officer behind me. And I'm like, hmm. So I'm looking over in Joe's to see if I see my crush,
Oh my
right?
God.
And I saw him, but I wanted to get another glimpse. So I went
Oh,
around. Well, the police officer thought that was like really like suspicious, right? Because I'm over there blasting music, right?
oh
Tell
shit.
me what, I get back to that same stoplight, and he's behind me again. And I'm like, hell no. All of a sudden, I go to make the left turn and his lights come on. I have no shoes on. I don't have a purse. Okay, I don't have an ID, nothing.
Oh my
And he
God.
pulls me over in front of Joe's and he's like, do you know why I'm pulling you over? I'm like, no. I go, you know what? I said I was supposed to go get gas. I said, I don't have my license. I don't have shoes. I go, but I live right up the street. I go, I'll give you my license number. I have it. And I told him, I go, I really wasn't doing anything wrong.
Oh my. Oh, and what happened?
I go, you can follow me home. He's like, let me just run your plates because I guess my dad didn't put the registration tag on his car. And that was why he pulled me over. And so he goes, just go home and get your stuff and don't drive with no shoes.
And
How
you did it
embarrassing.
again. First of
How
all, I didn't
embarrassing.
know you. I didn't know this about you that you like to drive without shoes on.
No, I do actually, because if my shoes hurt, I'll take my shoes
Oh,
off and drive without.
but
So
you'll
I'm
have your
like, screw
shoes
this.
there just in case.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh
But
my God, mean. You're
because it is
hilarious.
illegal to drive with no shoes.
Uh-huh, no shoes, no shirt, no service. That's a thing for a reason. You're
I've
hilarious.
never heard that.
I'm gonna
All the
buy you a
stomach's
sign.
growling. It wasn't a fart.
Oh my God.
Did you hear it? It was like, "Meow."
No.
Play it back. I'm sure you'll hear it.
Oh my God, you're hilarious.
But anyways, we didn't come to talk about me not wearing shoes or bras or anything and my stomach growling. We came to talk about a TV show today.
Yes, even though this was hilarious and I want to know more of your nude scandals, but this
Goodness.
is correct. We are here to continue our TV series. And we thought we would take a journey, a stylish journey,
Oh yeah.
um, in the 90s, duh. But like when you close your eyes, people listening, who do you think of besides Carrie Bradshaw that has the most style and that involves leopard print and red lipstick?
Hmm. Ooh. I know.
Right? Like, but like if
Mhm.
you didn't, would you be able to guess?
I would actually have two
Okay,
guesses.
who's the second one?
Peg Bundy.
Because that's gonna be, we're gonna cover that. Oh yeah, red lipstick, duh. Okay,
Mhm.
never
And
mind.
leopard. Uh-huh. But
Okay.
they have a different like completely different like opposite sides of the country.
This is very true. And I feel like Fran Drescher. Oh, sorry. By the way, that was the spoiler alert. We're talking about the nanny
Hint.
today. But like, you know how they're saying mob wife? is replacing the clean girl aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like Fran Drescher's character in The Nanny was mob wife-ish. Like,
Oh, totally.
and so damn it, I should have led with that. But then you would have been on The Sopranos. And I'm like, no, not The Sopranos.
Yeah,
But
true.
yes, we're talking about The Nanny today, you guys. And The
Mm.
Nanny, like I tuned in because I loved her crush on Mr. Sheffield, but I
Mm-hmm.
mostly tuned in to see what the hell this woman was going to wear. Like I
Mm-hmm.
loved her style,
Oh,
right?
completely, completely. And I just thought that she was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, she still is. But question,
Yeah.
what is your favorite? I mean, we'll get into way more detail, but just off the bat, because we were talking about red lipstick and her outfits, but do you like the nanny or Fran Drescher with the red lipstick, all done up, or did you like her with like a mute color on?
I like the red.
Really? See, and I love, maybe it's because I just love mute, like nude stuff.
You do because you love Gwen Stefani with like
Yeah.
non-red lipstick, and I totally dig her with the red. Like it's just
Mm-hmm.
so her. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
See, and I guess maybe because I'm not a big red lipstick person, I hate it on myself. I can't stand red lipstick on myself. I like it on other people, and I admire people that wear it, but I can't. But I just love her with, because her skin is so beautiful with that dark hair.
it is. She's
Oh,
gorgeous. Isn't
she
she like,
is.
I think she's my mom's age.
Yeah, she's,
Yeah,
oh
she's
man,
66. She
that's
was
amazing.
yeah, she's 1957. She's my mom's age. So like,
God,
this yes,
which is still young.
and I'm seeing pictures of her like on Instagram and stuff as of late, and she's wearing like the mauvey lipstick. She's still got her signature dark tresses. She looks
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. But back and so I think I prefer her like that now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think I would probably like vibe with red on her anymore. I don't know
No,
why.
it'd
Just
be
like
too
she's in a
harsh.
different era, right?
Mm-hmm. Completely.
But back then it just was so sexy and like
Mm-hmm.
and I think she's just so like she's just a little spitfire and I
Mm-hmm.
think isn't she from New York?
Yes,
Yeah,
she
she was born in New York
is.
City,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like the epitome of like when I think about New York,
Oh,
I think about
oh, absolutely.
Queens,
Oh,
like she's so,
completely.
and of course she went to Queens College. Perfect. So like
Mm-hmm.
seriously, that is so her. And one thing I guess was living under a rock because it wasn't until this or last year during the writer's strike that I found out that she was the president of the SAG, of the
Mm-hmm.
Screen Actors Guild. I did not know that. I did
Yeah,
not
I
know
had to
that.
look it up because I was wondering why, when this whole thing was going on, she was like in every single Instagram post, or when it came to certain things, she was up there talking. And I'm like, why is she? Because, it had been a minute, we had seen her, but it had
Yeah.
really been a minute that we had really seen her. And she
Right.
was all up in it. And I was like, okay, get it, girl. She's like a big, big wig when it comes to SAG.
She's the queen bee.
Hmm. Yeah. No,
The
she's a boss.
HBIC. Like it's
Exactly.
insane. And I just respect her even more because of that, because of her role and her leadership. Like it's just so bad. Like, oh, okay. Like bad in a good way, you know?
Oh no, for sure. And I think that, like, throughout, when you think of her, for me, I only think of her as the nanny. Like there's not any other roles like that I could remember her in,
Yeah,
that
I
I know she
associate
did her
her,
movie,
yes.
which I
So
loved.
I associate her in the Beauty and the
Oh my God, that's
Barbershop or
such
Beauty and the Beast or
Beauty and the Beast. That's such a good movie. I have to
that
show
was
Jeffrey
such
that.
a good movie, and I just
Oh,
knew her as the nanny. Like that's what she represents for me.
oh,
Like she's
completely.
just so I don't know, like and it was her nanny character in that movie too. Like
Hmm.
please, like come on, you're gonna sit there and tell me that was a Fran Fine.
Exactly. No, for real. Yeah, she was, the way she took charge of this role was like no other. Like, you couldn't have a show without her, and like this particular show, like she carried it, you
Yeah.
know? And it was funny because there were some storylines where maybe she wasn't as like, it was maybe more on like Cece and Niles or whatever, but missed her and I loved the chase. I loved the chase between her and you could tell how much she just loves Mr. Sheffield. And, like I always wanted them to get together and finally when they did, it was
Oh,
like, finally, like to me, a lot of these shows always had you like just wanting it and it never happened. And for it to actually happen and see it evolve was
yeah.
so satisfying.
Yeah, and I liked that her character liked somebody like him and it wasn't for his money. Like it was because she
Exactly.
just thought she had the hots for him and it was so cool to
Mm-hmm.
see and she was so like out there and
Mm-hmm. Oh, completely. I just think that I don't know, she was just the epitome of just beauty. Like, and she was different than anything that we ever saw in like a show. Like to me, when I think of someone like with that type of attitude, like I think of kind of like who's the boss? Like Mr. What was her name? Um, what did crap. Remember the name, not the neighbor, but the older lady that in his old neighborhood that he used to go back and it was like the older lady and he used to
oh,
be like, "Hey, Mrs.
oh shit.
Rosini" or something like that, but she had that voice
Yeah.
like that. And it was like so to me as a little girl, it was so intriguing because I love the way they talk like New Yorkers or people from Queens or like,
Yeah.
the Bronx. Like it has like this specific character that I'm just like, and with her, it was kind of like she had her own little twang. Like you didn't really hear that before. And it
Yeah.
was cute. She put a cute spin on it,
She did. She
you
did.
know? I don't know. I love her so much. But real quick, I just wanted to say something about her. And I think this is something that I really admired about her was the fact that when she was younger, she was actually uh, held at gunpoint, her and her best friend. I don't know if you remember this or if you had heard about it, but so she was in high school. So her husband, who she ended up marrying, I believe it was, his name was Peter Mark Jacobson. They got together when they were 15 years old. They were high school sweethearts and married
Oh.
at 21. But in 1985, the two were robbed at gunpoint
Oh.
and they broke into her apartment and they ransacked her home and her friend and her were raped at gunpoint
Oh, that's terrible. I
and she
didn't know
lived to
that.
yeah and but instead of her being like she was such an advocate for that and she wasn't afraid or ashamed to tell her story and she's been through a lot through her life like insane like she went through that and she was diagnosed with stage 1 uterine
Oh,
cancer and I don't know she's just like a force to be reckoned with
yeah.
and and she was so passionate about this show and it shows because from the beginning all the way to the end how some shows become kind of like towards the end you're kind of tired of it not tired but
Yeah.
it gets old but not this show like I feel like with this show like all the way to the end it still left you wanting more.
Very true. Very true. Like they could probably do a reboot and it would be cute.
Oh yeah, and I thought there was going to be one
Or a movie or something.
something right.
Yeah, I remember like hearing some buzz about that,
Mm-hmm.
and they were doing reboots all over the place, but like not that recent. I want to say like several years ago.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I don't know. It's such a good show. But just to give a little bit of a background, so her name was Fran Fine,
Uh,
which I thought it was always Vine.
oh, really?
But that's how I roll. She basically shows up at the doorstep of Maxwell Sheffield, who is a Broadway producer.
Yes.
And she's basically selling cosmetics. So she's going door to door selling, trying to sell these cosmetics. And she goes to his doorstep and I think that he mistaken her for like something else, like a
A
boutique one,
nanny,
or
I think.
is it? Yeah, I guess it is, right? Or something like that. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's what it was. So she was fired. Um, and that's right. And he
Because
was
she
looking
because
for a
she worked at like
nanny.
at a bridal shop or something like
Exactly.
that.
And so he has three children,
Yes.
and he has Maggie, Brighton, and Gracie. Gracie's so
Yes.
cute.
Yeah, Gracie was my
Um,
favorite.
yeah, same here. So as luck have it, has it, she ends up basically landing a job that she really didn't even plan to get.
Right. She didn't, it just, that was her luck. Like she knocked on the
Mm-hmm.
correct door and
Exactly.
it was
Man, why can't
kind
I
of
have that luck?
seriously, and it was kind of chaotic because she didn't know what she was doing,
Mm-mm.
but she made it work and the kids like, you saw them grow close, as
Mm-hmm.
the show like progressed and everything. And like she had like a what do you call like a confidant and the butler,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Niles.
good old
And
Niles.
Niles is always team Fran because I think Fran was feeling Mr. Sheffield pretty
Mm-hmm.
soon
Oh yeah,
after
for sure.
after
Oh.
starting there. And that little bony woman, Cece, was the
Mm-hmm.
one that was so
Funny
anti-Fran
woman. Uh-huh. Yes.
and throwing herself at Mr. Sheffield all the time. And I think, but you know what? In hindsight, like Cece was kind of a badass because she wasn't like a secretary or anything. She was his business partner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She was like
Lately.
a little baddie in the corporate world and she could make her own coin.
Oh
So,
yeah.
and looking at it, she seemed to be like the better match, and for him, like came from his world, like they could
Mm-hmm.
hobnob and
Yeah.
nothing would have to be explained to either person. They
Right.
they mingle in the same circles and all that, go to the opera, things like that. And
Did
you
they
know,
ever date?
I think
It was kind of vague, right?
in her eyes they did. In
Right.
Cece's eyes, like everything was a
Exactly.
date.
Yeah,
But
that's
no,
true.
I don't think they ever had a
He
relationship.
didn't feel that way at all for
No,
her. Hmm. And he
not at
was
all.
very good about being aloof and not, and
Yeah.
everything just going right over his head. And, okay, and you're going to roll your eyes at this, but it reminds me of The Sound of Music in
Good.
the sense of that this nanny comes. And Mr. Sheffield, who is so like kind of like grumpy, always working, he kind of, isn't really in touch with his kids. Like he's there, but
Right.
he kind of leaves it up to like them, like the older sibling and like, Niles to kind of look after them,
Right.
and now this new nanny, right?
Right.
And then you have this nanny come in with a different type of energy, just like, what's her name? The nanny from The Sound of Music, how she came in, but changed the tone of the house. And I think that's why Niles really loved her too, was because he saw that she brought something different to the home that needed that was lacking from the fact that their mom wasn't around.
Good. Good. Yeah.
Thank you. Hmm.
Very good point. I saw what you did
Exactly.
there and it worked.
Thank you.
So
Hmm.
minimal eye rolling on my part, just the one initial at hearing
Yay.
the
Cheers.
phrase Sound of Music.
Because I was trying to think of there was something that this show reminded me of, and I was like, it's not Who's the Boss because it's different. And it was a Sound of Music because not that Mr. Sheffield was militant, but he was just very driven.
Right.
Which a lot of times when parents are driven, even though they have kids, sometimes not all the time, but sometimes they kind of forget about other things like the warmth,
Right.
the coziness of parenting.
Yeah.
And she brought
Coziness of
that. I
parenting.
know.
That was
Yeah.
so cute.
Thank you.
But I like that. That's so well put. She did bring the coziness because like he was so clinical. Like it was like
Hmm.
I am, very British. Not to
Yeah.
like say the Brits don't have,
No.
it was very regal, very like I
Hmm.
am your father. I am and you're my
Right.
children.
Hmm.
So I am providing for you and
Hmm.
that's how I show you my love. And then
Right.
she actually was like group hug and la la la.
Yeah. And showed him that affection that
Yeah.
they needed more than, and as time went on, he realized that, but she was always there to remind him
Yeah.
that, no, you need to do this. No, Brighton needs you more than you think. you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it was a nice reminder of that because sometimes we get caught up in things and we forget what's really important.
Yeah. That's very true. Oh God, this show just had it all.
It
It
did.
really did. And let's see. And it seemed like it was a long-standing series, but it was only around for about 6 seasons. But back in the day, seasons were
Mm-hmm.
long. This
They
was
were.
a show that had 146 episodes.
Mm.
Nowadays, a season has 20 episodes, and that's a
Mm.
lot, you know?
Wow.
And let's see. It when did it start running? I mean, it's only 30 minutes long, so like that could,
Mm-hmm.
do, if we did it in
Exactly.
half, it's like 75 episodes or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
um it first aired on CBS, but I watched it when it was on Nick at Night. I didn't watch it when it was on CBS.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I
Oh,
watched it
wow.
later. I watched it on Nick at Night, like in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Aw.
I was a late bloomer when it came to this show. And but it was originally released in 93. I was
Mm-hmm.
definitely not watching it in grade school. And it ended in 1999.
Ooh,
Dun, dun,
perfect.
and yeah, and it was such a different type of show, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think there was anything like it except The Sound of Music, as you pointed out,
Mm-hmm.
like on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was like popular shows that had like I don't know, maids. Not calling her a maid, but what I'm saying is like
Mm-hmm.
where the star of the show was like maybe an employee of the household, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Alice of the Brady Bunch, if you will, or the
Yes.
butler, Jeffrey on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and who
Mm-hmm.
else? Like
Oh, yeah. Like like what's her name from crap, now I'm not gonna remember that. I was gonna say 227. Nell
oh yeah,
Carter
exactly.
from what was that called? Crap, now I can't remember. I don't even know why I brought it
The
up.
name, yeah. But was that? Oh
But
yeah.
but we all know who Nell Carter was, right?
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna have to look this up because that's gonna. But I know she was, someone that took care of the kids,
exactly.
but also took
Like
care of the house, and
they're always like the show seems to always like focus on that person, the outsider. The outsider comes into the family household and makes it a family. Like
exactly.
it's the perfect recipe. But in
Mm-hmm.
this case, what makes it different is she's not really a nanny.
Right.
And then she's kind of like not what's the word? Sorry, my cold is like draining me of words right now. Like an unlikely partner for this
Mm-hmm.
polished businessman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, totally.
And
Yeah, it's kind of like it was setting us up for what was to come, that they were gonna fall in love,
yeah,
right?
and we all wanted that. Thank God
Mm-hmm.
we got it. But like,
Yeah.
it was like, how is it gonna be? Like, how is she gonna get him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Because, like you said earlier, it seemed like she was so out of his league, and
Yeah,
Cece was always there to remind her of that, right?
always
Um,
that hoe.
yeah, I couldn't stand her. But real quick, Nell Carter, give me a break. Hey, hey, hey,
Oh, that's
hey. Oh my God,
right.
I
Give me.
love
Oh
that
my
show.
God, that's right.
God, she was the greatest. But they, like you said, they always had that supportive character role, you know?
But that was actually the star of the
Hmm.
show.
Oh, completely. Yes. And you know what though, for me, of course, I love all these people. Love, Mr. Sheffield, everybody. But the one that really like stole my heart, and every time this person was on screen, I
Uh-huh.
laughed my ass off, was Yetta.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I wish I had a Yetta. She
Yeah,
was so like her style in this show, her big glasses,
the big
like
glass.
her comedy, like her freaking personality was top notch.
Oh
So
my
like
gosh.
everything she said that came out of her mouth was funny. Her and her daughter.
Yeah, she was hilarious. She was also fabulous.
She was.
The freaking wardrobe was
Yep.
like always
Stellar.
present. I just
Mm-hmm.
loved all of Fran's family. Like I
Mm-hmm.
loved her mom,
Yes.
hilarious. Her best friend,
Oh my God.
hilarious.
So
Like
funny.
you're totally right. Like the supporting cast was
Hmm.
really like we needed more airtime with them.
Yeah, we did because I got so excited when they went to her mom Sylvia's house. I felt like she was so funny, like this the jokes she would say, and like she wanted to be with Fran, but at the same time, she also liked having that alone time with her husband, and she would make like these like, you know, kind of like risque jokes,
Yes,
you know,
totally.
pushing the envelope. And it was just, it was so funny. And it, when I was younger, I didn't understand what she was talking about. But now that I'm older and I watch it, I'm like, oh my God, they really pushed the envelope with some of these things. And
They
it was
really did.
fantastic. It was genius.
Totally. No, and don't get me wrong, loved the kids, really did,
Hmm.
but I could have done with less kids, more, focus on these
Yeah.
people in Fran's life. I felt
Yeah.
like they
Same
needed
here.
more airtime, but like it
Hmm.
was done, the show was done flawlessly. Like I thought it was, and
Yeah.
for me, like after the supporting cast, my favorite was Niles for sure.
Oh, yeah. I loved him so much. He was so funny.
Why are butlers always sassy?
Right?
Always.
Hmm. Oh,
I love
completely.
it. I
Hmm.
love that. I love that they're always like sassy and they can get away with it. Like it was
Hmm.
just, it was
Oh yeah, he
perfect.
always has like the last laugh, you
Yeah.
know? And the banter between him and Cece is like is great. I loved it.
And, okay, spoiler alert, because we have to mention it. I
Hmm.
love that they ended up together.
Same here. Oh,
Like, because of course, when you like have two characters on a TV show and they're constantly hating on each other, like picking each other apart and everything, in every fucking episode, they're going to
hmm.
end up together.
Oh,
Like, it's
totally.
just like a thing. And it's just
Hmm.
so cute. So that was like really
Yeah.
good.
Oh yeah. And it's just, there's that chase that went on, and it was, but it kept us engaged, but it wasn't the type of chase where it's just like, oh, okay, you got to wait till next season to see if it happens.
Right.
Like it just happened,
Exactly.
you know? Um, I don't, and Mr. Sheffield could do no wrong. He was just so
Oh,
handsome. That birthmark white hair strip in front was just
okay.
perfection.
We were
Hmm.
here for it. He
Hmm.
was absolutely stunning, like very handsome. He reminded me of a Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, yes, completely. Oh, so, so handsome in his, just the way he was. And, I like the fact too, because he was so dry and so driven, but he was also so, just like kind of airheaded in a lot of ways
Yeah.
because he didn't, a lot of the things like either Niles or Fran had to explain things to him. He was just kind of like, and I don't know if it was just because he was so busy with stuff that he just didn't grasp a lot of the things that were going on, but he was just kind of out of it sometimes with the,
Yeah. Yeah,
you know?
he was like yeah. That's very true.
Yeah.
He was pretty and he was smart, but he was like not
Hmm.
always.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Which is endearing. We liked that.
no, totally. And I like the fact too that I like the fact too that he trusted Fran enough with his kids to where he allowed her to give them advice and teach them life lessons, even though some of the lessons she gave were kind of off the wall.
Yeah.
But he didn't like stop her,
Yes.
and say, those are my children, even though there was a couple times where he might have said it, but he allowed her to be who she was. And they
Totally.
learned so much from her. I learned a lot from her.
Oh yeah. No, she knew it was so funny how like she didn't expect to or ever think that she was going to do a job like this, like her
Hmm.
character. Then she ended up being like an amazing
Hmm.
role model for these kids and brought this house together. And like there
Hmm.
was so much love. It was so like it was from night and day, like
Hmm.
in that house. It was
Definitely.
amazing. It's like sometimes you just can't pick what you're gonna do in life. And
Hmm.
that
Oh
was the
yeah.
show was a perfect example of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It just shows you're meant to, like destiny, pretty much.
Exact destiny,
Hmm.
exactly.
How did you feel about Cece and Niles getting married in the end?
I felt like it was like a because they knew the show was ending, I guess, and they were like, let's just give the viewers, what they want. Because I guess, I mean, I was
Mm-hmm.
more focused on Fran and Mr. Sheffield, but like I thought
Mm-hmm.
like their relationship, it was cute that they ended up together.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's nice. It's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
yay, okay, happy ending for her too. Because, sure, she was cold and whatever and not really kind to Fran, but
Mm-hmm.
you kind of wanted her to have a happy ending as well. And so it's nice that the viewers got that.
Oh, completely. And I love that it wasn't just them like getting together, as the show went on and we just kind of like the kids went off to college and went their separate ways. It was like, yeah, the kids went off to college, but then it allowed them also to have their time together. Like I feel like this ending was one of the most satisfying endings of any show that I've ever watched. I feel
Yeah.
like when it came to Friends, when it came to, whatever, like there's a lot of disappointment in some of these endings,
Yeah.
right? But for this one, it was like, okay, he had his life with his kids and she helped him raise them, and then they sent them off to college, but now once they left, they were able to have their own little family, and she ended up having twins,
Yeah.
and they lived like their little happily ever after.
Wait, yes, sorry. I was thinking about Cece and Niall.
What happened?
I thought you had asked me earlier about
Hmm.
Cece and Niles.
Oh, getting married.
Yes, didn't they get
They
married at
do,
the end?
they do
Okay,
get
good.
married.
Sorry, but
Hmm.
like that's who you asked me about
But they
prior to
no,
this.
yeah,
Okay.
and they do end up having they find out that they're pregnant, or she's
Okay, good.
pregnant
Because I
too.
got
Yeah.
okay, yes, because okay. Phew, I just wanted to sorry, listeners. I just wanted to make sure I answered the correct. Yes. No, how freaking cute. Because like yeah, you're kind of like, okay, bye kids. Oh shit,
Mhm.
we're gonna have our own little family and we don't have to worry. Because was
Mhm.
Um Grace was the youngest, Gracie.
Mhm.
Where
Yeah.
was she at the conclusion? Like when Fran and Mr. Sheffield realized they're going to have
You know
kids?
what? I don't even remember seeing
Because,
Gracie, because I know that the twins, the eldest, they were twins, right? The boy and the girl, Maggie and
yeah.
right. They ended up going to Europe. And remember the Sheffields head to college, or no, they, not to college, to California. Remember they're going to
Oh,
move.
yeah.
Um, but where did Gracie
Because
end
I
up?
know
Because,
Maggie ended up marrying an
mm-hmm,
underwear model, I think.
uh-huh. Let's see, Gracie. Um, okay, so Gracie, um, hmm.
I don't remember like how old she was at the end of the series.
Yeah, me neither. Maggie met and married a handsome. Oh, so she was the one that married a handsome Jewish underwear model named Michael Brolin, who was
Uh-huh.
related by marriage to Barbara Streisand. Okay, is this for real or is this someone else? Is this for real in the show? I don't
On the
remember
show.
this.
Yeah.
So she did marry this guy?
Maggie.
Oh, interesting. For some reason I blocked that out. I don't remember
Oh,
that.
wait. Okay. The son was accepted to Harvard, but he ended
Mm-hmm.
up like taking like deferring and then he
Mm-hmm.
traveled. And then Gracie, it says that I don't know what happened
Yeah, because that was
to
Maggie.
her.
Where's Gracie? Yeah, it doesn't even say
Like I
anything.
don't know where she was the last day.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, that's a mystery that we need to solve.
That's so strange. See, it says anyone notice Gracie from the nanny? Uh, where where did she go? Huh, that is so strange.
Don't worry, we'll look into it, peeps, and let you know. And if you guys know, let us know because we don't know what happened to poor Gracie.
Yeah, it was Maggie that got married to that guy. So where the hell did Gracie go? And you know what? I don't remember. So we'll update you all next time because that's a deep dive
I
for
don't think they
sure.
covered it. Yeah. I think they kind of just like, I just am curious because like they get married, they're gonna have, they're twins, and then
Hmm.
do they get to experience that because their kids are all off and living their lives? That'd be cool. I mean, if Grace were there, she could help take care of the kids, but I don't know.
Yeah. exactly. And you would have thought that they would have, touched on that, but
But it's okay. We'll look into that.
yeah, we'll figure it out one way or another.
But yeah, no, this was like the way that the show ended was very neatly like it was like wrapping a present and tying a nice little bow around it. It was
Mm-hmm.
perfectly
Totally.
done. Perfectly done from beginning to end.
Yeah. No, I have no, yeah, I have nothing more to say because it was just an amazing show.
It was
And
great. And it was one that I don't think I ever binged again. Like I want to like I want to watch it again now as a grown up.
yeah, we just watched it at the
With
end of
Pretzel?
last year. Mm-hmm. And she loved it.
Oh.
Yeah, she thought it was hilarious.
Oh my God. Okay, so ask her. You don't remember what happened to Grace?
No, I don't. Because honestly, I don't recall her. Yeah, I don't know if I mean, she did have a big role in the show, so I'll have to ask Presley and see what she says. As far
Okay.
as I'm concerned, I'm assuming she accompanies the family to LA.
Probably.
Um, yeah, but other than that, I don't think they really touched on it much. I think it's just maybe because Gracie was younger than the two older ones, right? And it was kind of a big, not a big difference in age, but it was significant. So maybe she was still in high school.
Maybe.
I can't remember. So yeah, I'll ask Presley just to see what she says, but we'll look into it and update you all. But I mean, other than that, I mean, it was to me, one of the best shows of the 90s. It was just one of
Agreed.
those that just you can have on in the back, while you're
Yes.
doing whatever and you're laughing hysterically.
It was very soothing.
It
Yeah.
was. And I'd have to agree with one of your first comments in the beginning of how I was always excited to see what she would wear.
Oh,
'Cause she had the most adorable outfits. She had the most adorable, like, freaking figure.
yes. She was tiny but
Mhm.
mighty. Like she had big
Oh,
hair on such a
completely.
teeny weeny little frame.
Yeah, and I always admired how well she could walk in heels.
Oh, I mean, and just kind of like bounce
Yeah,
around.
so cute. Yeah, because I would have had two broken ankles.
Oh my God. You know, she walked around like Peg Bundy, so I think we need to cover
She
Married
did.
with Children next.
Yes, I agree. No, this is a good one. A definite classic.
Definitely. Oh my God, I
Hmm.
can't wait to rewatch. Yay. Oh,
Yes.
P.S. Speaking of rewatch, so I did watch all of the Fuller House except for the last season. How many seasons were there? Four?
4 or 5.
Okay, because I'm on this. So the one where she goes to Japan for
Oh yeah.
Steve. Okay, so that season I hadn't
Hmm.
watched, so I'm excited. I still
Oh,
have some
okay. Oh
episodes.
man. Oh man, I love when they go there.
Oh
Oh
my
my God, it's
God.
so good. And it gets better.
I can't wait because right now Stephanie is she just found out her eggs are viable. So
Oh my
yay.
God. Oh, you still have a bit. And you know what I love about that show in particular is that it actually gets better, and which actually made me sad when they canceled it because I felt like in the beginning they were still hanging on to that cheesiness that
Yeah.
Full House had. And as the show goes on, it gets less and less cheesy. And it's kind of like they saw what worked. And right when that happened, it got canceled. But I
Damn.
believe they were able to finish it the way that it should. So,
Okay, good because I
yeah,
love
however that
them.
was, I don't remember.
I love them and I love that Kimmy Gibbler has such a sexy husband who's so
Oh,
into
totally.
her.
Oh, yeah. And I love how they love to dance. And I
And
love the little girl. What's her name?
Ramona.
Uh-huh.
I love how he calls her Kimberlina mi amor.
Uh-huh. It reminds me of your dad, how your
Oh,
dad is with you.
oh.
Like that relationship. Every time
Yeah.
I see them interact, it reminds me of how you are with your dad and vice versa.
With Fernando and
Mhm.
Ramona.
Just
Yeah.
very loving, and
Yeah.
affectionate. It's so
I
cute.
know. I when I call my dad, he heard that I still have a cold in my voice, and he's like,
Mhm.
"Hita, like call me tomorrow. I want to make sure that you've slept, and I want to hear that you're better tomorrow. So call me tomorrow,
Oh,
okay?"
so cute.
I'm gonna
Stop
hit him.
it.
He's so
Ugh,
adorable.
I love it. So, so cute.
But on that note,
Mm.
this was fun, and it was just the little remedy I needed. And
Aw.
thank you, Need, and thank you, people,
Yeah.
for not turning off the The radio, God. Am I like in the 80s right now for not turning off your iTunes at the sound of my man voice?
Oh my God, why would they? It's not a man's voice. It's very soothing.
Oh, thank you, Nee.
And nothing like a raspy voice. Mm-mm-mm. That's the only thing I like about a cold, when you're like, hello. It's just like, and it's so effortless. Oh, sexy. Oh, look it. Aw. Hi, Toti. Hi.
Oh,
Look at
you wanted to
she's
say
so
hi before we
cute.
log off.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Hi, Daisy. Everybody's like, she has two names.
I know, sorry. Her legal name
Aw.
is Daisy.
Mm, I love it. Oh my God, she's so delicious.
She is. She misses you. She says,
Aw,
hi,
I
Beanie
know.
Mean.
Hi. Aw, so
She
cute.
knows when we're wrapping up. She's like, okay.
See, very smart. Mm-mm-mm. Well, it's been good. It's been real stuff.
It's been real. It's been real 90s up in this bitch, and I love
It
it.
has. I see you turn the dial over there.
Oh, good one. All right, then, peeps, thank you so much for listening.
Hmm.
And till next time, we're going to catch you on the flip side.
Oh yeah, peace out, buddies. Woot woot. She
Wait.
was working in a bridal shop in Flushing Green.